Could we be saying goodbye to TikTok? I know nobody wants to think about it, particularly if you built a huge following on TikTok or if TikTok has become a huge part of your day. But the reality is there's a possibility that we could be saying goodbye to TikTok, at least in the United States. Now, I do not want to get into a political debate with anyone, but here are the facts of the situation. For the last 2 years, there's been a lot of talk from certain levels of government about banning TikTok. And there's two primary reasons behind why they want to get rid of TikTok. First and foremost, they're concerned that data from Americans is landing in the hands of the Chinese government. Obviously, that's a concern. And secondly, they're worried that the Chinese government has an awfully large influence over what kind of content and media people are seeing, Americans are seeing, because they control such a popular platform. So regardless of how you feel about it, this conversation has been going on for 2 years. And now that midterms are happening, this conversation is coming back to the limelight. There's a lot of belief that if Republicans take Congress, there's the possibility that TikTok could get banned, and that could be the end of it. Now, again, I do not want to turn this into a political debate. Let's not turn this into a political debate. I'm a marketing guy. I want to talk to you about this from a marketing standpoint. Now, some of you may remember a few years ago when one particular pay-to-play platform made some massive changes to their platform. And I'm not going to mention that platform. They don't deserve to be mentioned. But the point is, there were a lot of voice actors who were making a lot of money on that platform. But then one day when the platform changed, that changed everything. And so these voice actors who had built a very successful business on the back of this other business, the casting site, learned why it is so dangerous to build your business on the back of somebody else's business. Anybody that is using TikTok in part of their marketing campaigns right now could find themselves in a similar situation. If TikTok is the only form of social media that you're using, if that's the one platform that you've doubled down on, then what happens if it actually does go away? You've got to start all over again. You've got to come up with an entirely new strategy. There are voice actors that could lose tens of thousands of followers, hundreds of thousands of followers, and voice actors who could even lose millions of followers. And that could be devastating. Now, again, I don't want to argue the merits of it. I don't want to argue the politics of it. I'm just telling you what could happen and the fact that you should probably be thinking about how you can prepare for that. So what does that look like? First and foremost, I think it means you've got to build out other platforms. Don't just rely on one. Maybe TikTok is your primary source for marketing right now. Maybe that's the platform that you're using the most, and that's fine. But maybe it's time to start working on building up your Instagram reels. Maybe it's time to look at YouTube and start doing shorts, because that could be another way that you can create the same kind of content, but reach an audience that you've got a little bit more stability with, because they're both American-owned companies. So maybe that's one of the things that you need to be looking at. Maybe something else you should be looking at is there a way that I can capture email addresses? If you can get people to give you their email address, you now have a way to maintain regular communication with them regardless of what happens on social media. You're watching this video right now, chances are because you saw about it through one of my weekly emails when I send out newsletters and let people know about the latest content I'm creating, the latest voiceover tips that I'm providing. I gave you a free PDF or some sort of free resource, entered you in a contest or something like that. You signed up and agreed to give me the email address in exchange. That's the way it works. So maybe that's something that you need to be looking at. Is there a way that I can collect email addresses so that I can continue to have a way to get in touch with my buyers? Or are you looking at something entirely different? Is it time to create your own community? Is it time to move to a different type of platform where you own the platform? And then it doesn't matter what happens with social media. Some of you may remember not all that long ago, I got banned from Facebook. I was getting a ban from Facebook every couple of weeks, even though I wasn't doing anything wrong, but it was just something that was going on, glitching in the system. And it took me almost 2 months to get that resolved. But in those 2 months, I continued to lose access to the VOpreneur community, which is a community that I've built, over 5,000 members. But I could not communicate with them. At one point, my YouTube channel got shut down. I had to go through and deal with that at the same time. Now, we come to find out later, clearly somebody was trying to take me down. Nothing I can do about it. Fortunately, my channel came back. But again, it brings up the question of what happens if Facebook goes away? What happens if YouTube goes away? Or in this case, what happens if TikTok goes away? Do you have another way to reach your audience? Do you have another marketing platform, another marketing strategy, another marketing campaign that is in play or that can be put into play if the worst does happen. I don't want TikTok to go away. I just started using it. I just started figuring it out. But if it does, I know that I'll be okay because I've got other ways to reach my audience. I hope if you're using TikTok and it's a big part of your marketing right now, you've got another way to reach your audience too, just in case the worst does happen. What do you think? Could the worst happen? Do you have a backup strategy? Let me know. Leave it in your comments. Where else are you sharing content on the internet? Link it. We'll check it out. We'll follow you. We'll find out about it. Want more videos like this? Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you'll always get notified when new tip videos are getting posted. Don't forget to join me for Free Advice Friday every single Friday afternoon, 1 o'clock Eastern. In fact, check out the most recent Free Advice Friday replay where I talked about TikTok with Chris Tester, somebody who's built a massive platform on TikTok. If you like this video, you're really going to like these videos. So make sure you check out one of those too as well.